We are about to begin our color along. So we'll be coloring this page here. It's from the book Winter Scenes by Creative Haven, a Dover publication. And I will include the link below to the Amazon affiliate link to how you can purchase this book if you wanted to purchase it. Also, if you didn't want to purchase it, I will leave the link below on how you can get a free sample of this page by going to Creative Haven and Dover's website. They offer free samples, and if you can't find it there, there is a Facebook group where you can get Dover free samples. So I will include that link down there too. And all the information about this color along will be on my Facebook group, Worldwide Coloring with Dollar Diva. I also will link Amazon affiliate links to all of the supplies that I plan on using today. They will be in the description below. And just as a disclaimer, I will receive a very small portion. If you follow that link and purchase these items, you will really help out this channel because I will receive a little link that can go right back into, not a little link, I'm sorry, a little compensation or commission. If you follow that link, I will receive that and it'll go right back into the channel, creating stuff, buying stuff for reviews and for giveaways and just all this kind of good stuff. I'll also include the link for purchasing me a coffee if you'd like to, and I explained what that is in the previous video. It's just a little tip jar donation. If you'd like to donate to the further growth of this channel, I would very much appreciate it. If not, no big deal. You still my fam, okay? So guys, I am so super excited. Oh, I should have gotten some water to put in my water brush because we're going to be using some wet media today. So I actually need to get my paint brushes out. And guys, it feels like so good to be like near all of my coloring supplies. I don't think this is, oh yes it is. This is my little paint brush stash. And I have my water brushes and my paint brushes in here. So I know I'm going to need the water brushes probably. And I would like to use my tiny, yes, my teeny tiny brush. So I need to get some water to put in those. And I'll just sit my thing right back up there. So let me go and get some water for my, well, I could use this water. I have water already. I have a bottle of water, so I'll take a sip. And use a bit for this too. Don't need much water, just a little bit. So I will go ahead and put it in my water brush. And I printed this out, this picture, on watercolor paper. Oh, and I'm wasting stuff, guys. Really? Yes, I am. It's going everywhere. Come on now. Okay. So I'm not the best at putting this water in this water brush. Oh wells, it's in there good enough. Whatever. Get my water off of here. Okay, so but I do need a napkin. Not a napkin, but some paper tissue. It feels so good to have like everything at my fingertips, everything close by. So this was actually a great move. Okay, so I have my Faber Castell pencils. I'm going to be using those the most. Oops, Sorry guys, I didn't mean to shake you. And I actually have them, and I have more than 24. I have a little bit larger set. I have the 24 set plus a few open stock. So I'll just sit that over here. I'm getting situated, guys. Sorry. I'm getting situated for you. Okay. Move that all out the way. Okay, guys. All right. So where should we start? You know, I always start with trees and all that good stuff. So I want to start with the Inktense. I really do. So let's get going, guys, and see what we got going here. And let me get my color chart. And I have my scratch piece of paper. All right, now let's find our, what am I trying to find? Derwent Inktense. There they are. So we have the apple green, and this is a teal green. And then we have a leaf green, like an olive looking green. Oh my goodness, I'm nervous about these Inktense, guys. I'm like, you know, when they dry, they're actually ink, so you can't work with them and move them around like regular watercolor, you know. So, ooh, I'm scared, guys. We're gonna be learning together. See, now let's talk a few seconds before we get into this, because I'm trying to talk myself into not being scared. But this is the fun and the wonderful thing about, you know, going with me in my journey, coming along with me. This is my journey, you know. So I'm new to coloring, and I'm learning so much as I go, and you guys are learning with me. So there will be mistakes, there will be errors, especially if I've never tried it before. So we will be learning together. It's kind of hard to follow someone, and I think I'll go ahead and get started, guys, and just try to talk while I do this. I'm so scared. Let's just try to outline these things. It's good to learn from, it's like when you have someone who are a professional, maybe you can call it, or someone who's been doing a certain thing for a long period of time, that's very good at what they do. It's kind of hard to follow them because they know what they're doing, number one, which is a good thing. And number two, sometimes I find that those who've been in the adult coloring for a long time, it's harder for them to explain things because, you know, it's just they've been doing it for so long, they explain it and it's kind of like, whoop, it goes like over your head, right? So by watching someone who's kind of new, I guess. Now, oh, I'm sorry. You know, that's the downfalls of new too. You know, you don't know what you're doing and you forget to tell people what you're using. Sorry, guys. I'm using the Derwent Inktense, and this is leaf green, number 1600. So, anywho, when you watch someone who's not quite a beginner, but they still can, you know, do a little something, it's kind of hard to follow them because you're like, I'll never be able to do what they're doing. That looks amazing. And they kind of fail to really explain everything they're doing. And then the way they explain it, you're kind of like, I still don't get it. That's all the way over my head. So to me, I enjoy watching like beginner colorists who can really break it down in a way that makes sense for me. So what I'm doing right now is I'm outlining this tree here. And remember my tips in my top 20 tips? One of my tips was start with what you're most comfortable with. I am very comfortable with doing foliage, wood, clothing, and things like that. So I always start with leaves and trees and bark, if I have that in my picture. If it's like a clothing picture, that my second thing I'm most comfortable with is people, clothing, things like that. But guys, what I'm doing, it doesn't matter if you stay inside the lines or not. I'm just outlining this tree. So I think we're just going to work on this tree for right now and kind of see how these ink tints are going to work for me, guys. I don't know. I've never really used them except for just the color swatch. So I just use like medium pressure with my hand, with my pencil pressure, and I just went and outlined all of this. So I think what I want to do now, I think I want to make like, I want this middle part to be like lighter. So I'm just going to use kind of soft pressure and just try to make some texture by just making little lines, so to speak, squiggly lines out. So I did 2 lines so that I can know that I wanted to keep this middle part white or light. So, and then I just went, you saw what I did. You saw what I did, guys. So I'm pretty sure you can always build, but I know this is going to be intense, intense, intense color. So I think I want to try this apple green. I know this is a very light green, so let's just put that in the lighter parts. And see if we can create a nice watercolor effect working with these ink tints. And just do a little line there. Okay, guys. Woo, yes. Are you as nervous as I am? I'm nervous. I don't know what's about to happen right now when I add this water. So I used apple green number 1400 and leaf green at number 1600. So I think I should zoom in for you guys so you can really see what's going on. There we go. All right, guys. You ready for this? Oh, boy. Maybe I should start not with my water brush because I really want to be able to control this. So I'm going to start with my paintbrush because I don't know what's about to happen, guys. All right. Is my brush dirty? Oh, no, it's not dirty. Okay. Okay, here we go. Oh, nervous. I think I'm supposed to start with the lighter area because I don't want to get the, well, I guess it doesn't matter. It's, that's looking pretty good, guys. See, that's the beauty of trying stuff. Don't be scared. Just do it like Nike. That's looking pretty okay. Huh? Look at the, Okay, so I see what I need to do, and I need to have like paint strokes. I don't need to just be all willy-nilly with this thing. I kind of need to mimic painting. So I'm going to kind of go in like little circles to kind of imitate texture and leaves. And I'm trying to be really careful around these edges. And I have kind of a light hand when I lift. And I was watching a tutorial, and I heard one of the colorists, when she was using the inktense, Derwent inktense, she was saying, you know, you have to work fast with the inktense because they dry, and once they dry, that's it. You know, you can't move the ink around. So I'm being really careful around these little small spaces. And still holding the brush kind of like a pencil. I'm liking this, so I think I'm going to use these for most of my trees, maybe. Well, we'll try the Faber Castell and see how we like that on here. I'm gonna be trying all the stuff, but so far, Derwent, you did good. I was really scared, guys. Did you feel the fear? Did you feel it? I felt it. Yes, guys. Okay, so let's go on. I'm really liking this watercolor Derwent. Liking it, guys. That's nice. You see that? Like it. Okay, so I think what I want to do now, I'll leave that in there, is I kind of want branches to be mimicked. So I think I need, there is one in here called bark. I don't want ink black. I want bark. So I don't know if I'm supposed to wait until it dries. Well, whatever. I guess not. Let's see, should I have it going down or up? Maybe I should, yeah, I should have it going down. So I kind of want what looks like twigs to be kind of in here, like branches and stuff. And I guess I don't want to highlight in the middle. I guess I want that brown. Okay, so we've used our bark number 2000. Now let's kind of move that brown around and make it intense, because these are ink tints for intense ink. And this is awesome. Oh my goodness, guys. I'm enjoying this. See, that's why you can't be scared to try new things. New things are so fun. Okay, I think that tree is totally done. Yes, guys. OMG. I'm happy with that. Very happy. Okay, so we're gonna keep this going right here. We're gonna stick with the inktense. Should we stick with the inktense or should we try something else? I think we should try something else. Okay, so we know these three are awesome. So we're gonna just put those in our little cubby. And we're gonna try some Faber Castell Art Grip aquarelles. So Let's get my color chart and find where my aquarelles are. There they are. No, that's not it. Oh, there they are. I am looking all over you. There we go. So let's look at the greens. Now, I think the green that I would like to use, I need something kind of dark because this is going to be kind of like a shadow behind here. So I want something that's dark, yet it's going to, you can tell that it's a nice green and complement. So let's try 167. All right, let's see how 167 is looking. These are definitely a little bit more scratchy. Those inktense were like, that's the first set of pencils that I have used. Like, I usually buy like small sets of pencils, guys, to like try stuff out. And everybody is always like, if you get the small set, you're going to want a bigger set. So don't get the small set. Just go ahead and get the large set of everything, right? And I was like, no, I got the small set of Prismacolor. And I'm not just itching to buy the 150 right at this second. Even though I have them, but I didn't get them till like 6 months down the road, right? But the Derwent inktense, the way that those were feeling in my hand going on this paper, this watercolor paper, we might have to try to get the 72, the whole full set of those, because they felt amazing. These are a little more scratchy. Of course, they aren't the Albert Ger. We're going to try those too. But these are a little more drier, a little more scratchy. Not really. I mean, I like these. I've done a coloring page with these, and they were okay. So let's get a lighter color. Let's try. No, I think I need to try 173, which is kind of an olive color. So we're just outlining things so that we can be able to mix them together and see what happens. So I think I'm going to go over this a little bit more. Okay. So we use 173. And these aquarelles don't have names. So they just have numbers. So I guess 166 will be what I use for the middle a little bit, kind of. 166. And then I want a really dark brown to try to mimic those leaves and things. So I think I would like to try 176. 176. Make a line and make like some little stick figures to mimic branches. And now let's see what happens, guys. Let's use our brush. Be very careful around the edges, and let's activate this watercolor. Okay, and I've only used these watercolors once. Or did I use them twice? No, I think I used them twice. And I like them. Now, the only thing between the watercolor and like the Derwent inktense is like with watercolor, you can reactivate these and keep working with them. Like if you mess up. But with that inktense, if you mess up, you messed up. It's ink and it dries permanently. There's no reactivation and doing anything differently. I used a little bit too much water on that one. Okay. That doesn't look bad, but it doesn't look as good as that Derwent. So this is like the mid-grade watercolor. These Aquarelles. These aren't the top of the line. The Albrecht Dürer, the top of the line ones, which are these. And they aren't the watercolor like the student grade. This is like mid-grade. They aren't the one that are like the kids when in the red, the classics. They aren't those either. So they're in the middle. Okay, so I'll work with that more after it dries. Because I don't think I can add... Yeah, I can't really... I'm sorry, guys. We got cut off. If I didn't mention, I don't know where my video stopped, but I'm using the Faber Castell Aquarelle, not Aquarelle, sorry guys, the Albrecht Dürer watercolor pencils. And I mentioned they're going down a little bit drier than the Derwent, but they're going down better than the Aquarelle was going down. So I'm using these two colors, the emerald green and the walnut brown, so that I can get a nice little olive color, because I don't have that olive color in my set. And I want to try out everything. All of these pencils with you guys. So far, I'm loving the way that the inktense performs. Okay. So yeah, they're okay. They're nice. Make some little lines. See if we can mimic a few little branches. Get all of my excess water off and just try to move that around a little bit. Looks like I'm lifting the color. Oh well, we'll come and work with that later on. Yeah, that one isn't working right. I've gotten some ink on me somewhere. Yeah, I'm glad that's a tree in the background, because that doesn't look good. We'll fix that later. We'll fix that. We'll fix it. So yeah, I'm putting you back up. Not Aquarelle. Albrecht Dürer. I'm leaving you be. So let's try another brand of pencils. Let's try these Prismacolors. The Prismacolor Premiers, to see how they perform on this watercolor paper. So where are my Prismacolor watercolor on my color chart? Come on, stop hiding from me. There you are. So let's get a dark green. Where is the dark green? Green grass, dark green. There we go. And let's try it right here. Now these are going down. They feel smooth like the Derwent. They feel very smooth on this watercolor paper. They definitely like watercolor paper. I was using them in a Johanna Basford, The Magical Jungle book. They did not like that book at all. Let me get a grass green now. And I'm just going to go lighter as I get in the center, and then like use a brown to make the twigs, and spring green. Okay, now let's get the brown. What is it? Where is it? Dark umber, that's not it. Brun. Oh, I got dark umber written down wrong. Let me write dark umber. I got the French word written down. Dark umber, or whatever the word is. Brun ombre foncé. Sounds French to me. And I'll do some little stick figures. Now, let's activate this puppy. Let's do the edge. Oh yeah, the Prismacolor. Okay, I'm liking the Prismacolor better than all of the Faber Castell watercolor pencils. Yes, guys. Uh-oh, I got a little bit too much water. It is activating really nicely. Okay. I'm liking that better than the Aquarelle of the Faber Castell and the Albert Dur. Because I mean, look at the Albert Dur. I mean, it's okay if I had the right colors. I guess it'll be okay. But it was like dry and scratchy as I was putting it down. But the Prismacolor is like super vibrant, and it was creamy laying down. So yes for that. So let me do the tree behind it. Let's see. I want to use the lightest colors. So I would use the spring green for the tree behind it. And then the next color would be the grass green. And those will probably be the only two I use for the tree behind, just so it can kind of pop and stand out. So let's activate this stuff here. Very little water. Oh yeah, I'm liking the Prismacolor. So I take back, if I ever said I did not like the Prismacolor watercolor, I take it back. I really, really do. I really, really like, guys. And I love the way that turned out, though. But remember, you can always go in and fix things. So, guys, I mean, what do you think? I think it looks pretty good. Let me zoom out. So, that's what we have so far. So I think this will just be part 1. We did a few trees. We tried out a few colors. Well, you know what? No, let me try out one more with you guys. The Crayola watercolor pencils. And I know which ones I will use. I will use the green and yellow green. So let's do this tree right here. So let's outline it. Now it's going down kind of like a mix between the Prismacolor smoothness and creaminess and the Faber Castell A.D. It's a mixture. It's not as smooth as the Derwent and the Prismacolor, but it's not as hard and scratchy as the Aquarelle, and not as hard on the paper as the A.D. So I'm a big fan of the Crayola watercolor. And let's get a little brown and do a line in the middle and a few branches. Let me zoom you guys in again so you can see. All right, so you see how it's kind of choppy. Let's activate it. Now it's activating pretty good. Well, I mean, it's activating really good. The colors are becoming vibrant and they're spreading almost just as good as the higher end ones. Well, I couldn't even say almost just as good. They are spreading as just as good as the higher end ones. Okay, that's it. And I'm happy with that. Very happy, guys. Oh my goodness. So let me zoom you out again. Guys, that picture is looking good already. So, just a overglimpse of the performance. I'm most impressed with the Derwent inktense. They are, yes, guys. My second most impressed, I'm very impressed with the Prismacolor watercolor pencils. Prismacolor Premier Watercolor. They went down smooth and creamy and very nice. And third was the Crayola watercolor pencils. They did really nice. They were smooth, creamy, activated nicely, spread it nicely. The Faber Castell Aquarelle was next. It was nice, pretty good, not bad, a little scratchy. But the least one I'm least impressed with is the A.D. watercolor pencils. And you might wonder why. Well, they look like they would do good. They spread it a little thick, if that makes any sense. Maybe I didn't use them correctly. Maybe I used them with a little too much products like pencil. Maybe I put down the pencil too heavy, but it's not as, you know, like the Derwent, how that spread it and made like a real cool watercolor effect. Well, well, I just wasn't impressed with that one, with the Albert Derwent. But guys, I am going to finish a little bit more of this, and I'm definitely going to do the snow with you guys because a lot of you were wondering how to accomplish snow. So we'll be learning that together. So guys, I will see you in part 2 of this color along. Thanks so much for watching, and you guys have a wonderful, wonderful rest of the day. And leave your comment below of which one of these would you like to see me work more with on camera. So guys, happy coloring, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.